Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my 1GP 2 Twisted Bow flipping series, where I'm attempting to earn a twisted bow in under 1 year from scratch. If by the end of the 1 year I have failed, I'm going to be giving away all of the money that I have earned, as well as eating the spiciest pepper that I can find on a live stream. So far it's looking good. We haven't quite reached month 5 yet, and we are going to potentially be halfway by then. If we manage to have a pretty successful week, 2 weeks in a row, we will probably have 500 mil by the 5-month mark, which would be really awesome. Anyway guys, I hope you are enjoying the series. If you are, we appreciate it if you left the video a like, and let's get started. Alright, so last episode we finished off by flipping some of the new basilisk jaws, which didn't work that well for us. I gotta say that's probably one of the most volatile items I've done in quite a while. Well, first up, the basilisk jaw was like 20 mil, and then they buffed the new monster, so it went up to 35 mil, and now it's back to like 30 again. It's kind of just all over the place, but with that said, we're starting at around 431 mil. So I really want to take a big chunk out of the 400s, the 400 mil anyway, so let's try to get as close to 500 as we can today. Now, to begin with here, we did another price check on an obsidian armor set. These are probably one of our staple items now, and the main reason being the buying limit for them is so high at 70, much higher than most. So we'll go ahead and do 50 of them. Currently they have a margin of around 80k on them. Okay, next up here we're going to do another obsidian item. We're going to do the obsidian cape R, once again with a 70 quantity limit. We'll go ahead and do 20 of them for now. Okay, we're just checking the permanent kilt on GE tracker. I apologize, my mouse is slightly out of frame. We'll get that fixed in a minute here. Currently the Feminine kilt has around a 100k margin on it, and we'll try buying them for around 58.80, and we'll go ahead and do, well, we'll do 8 of them. Next up here on GE tracker, we're looking at the crystal tool seed. We can see a very nice consistent price to buy that at around 7,500, although this item is dropping very quickly. We'll go ahead and do, and we'll go for 15 of them overnight. Alright, next up here we're looking at the gilded two-hander. We'll probably buy them for around 6 mil even, and well, we'll go for 8 of them overnight. And the last up here, we'll probably do another staple item of mine. We'll do the Evanto potion, and we'll just invest the rest of our money there, and that is perfect. I will probably come back in the morning with the results. Okay, something really crazy happened overnight. We actually made a ton of money, and I didn't even combine the armor set. The individual pieces actually raised up in price so much that I just sold them for, I just straight up flipped them. I didn't do any combinations. Now get this, the obsidian plate body we bought for 1,017, and we sold them for 1,190, which means we made 4.3 mil on that part of the combination. On the plate legs, we ended up getting 2.9 mil in profit, but it really stems from having such a high quantity of them. We also got 900k on the obsidian helmet, meaning we got like 8 mil in profit on just the obsidian set. Although we did pretty well on some of the other items. We got 1.4 mil on the gilded two-hander, 1.5 mil on the Feminine kilt, and at like 700k on the crystal tool seed, which means in total, I just made 12 mil overnight. What an excellent way to start off the episode. 445 mil already. I really wish every night was like that. Well, let's get right back into it here and try to replicate that. We're going to do the gilded two-hander, and we'll go for 10 of them. Honestly, getting flips that successful just kind of comes down to dumb luck. I think an average profit overnight for that would have been like 3 or 4 mil, but we tripled that just because we got lucky. But sometimes the opposite happens. You should have made 3 mil, then you just break even or you make nothing. But in the end, I think the extreme occurrences even themselves out, and you just make money on consistent average profits. Alright, we're doing a few other items here. We're doing the infinity hat, which has around a 50 or 60k margin on it, and we'll go ahead and do 20 of them. We've also done 30,000 of the Lantidine potion and 12 of the occult ornament kit. I really don't have that much time in the next couple of days to check these offers, so we're really going to be putting in for some slower options. Honestly, at this rate, in the next month or two, I'll be able to buy a scythe if I so wanted. I mean, we could try flipping scythes. That would be really interesting. Right now, apparently the margins on the scythe are insane just because of the really insane price drop it's experiencing right now. Like, just in the last 3 months, it's lost like over half of its value. It's down to like 700 mil or 600 mil. Okay, next up here we're going to put in for the Justiciar chest guard. We're going to buy it for around 18,401, and we'll go ahead and do the full bind limit of 8. We also put in for the Team Cape X at 3 times the bind limit. I think we'll actually just find a few other items here, but I'll come back in a few hours with the completed flips. Nothing makes me happier than being inside on a rainy day. It is completely terrible outside right now. Like, it is a monsoon out, and I'm just so happy. Maybe I'm spiteful. Other people theoretically could enjoy the outside life, but as a RuneScape player, I'm sure you can probably relate. Way happier if it is rainy, stormy, just terrible. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to be pressured to feel like I should go outside. So we can just all go ahead and play more RuneScape. Well, anyway, it is October 1st, and we ended up doing a few pretty nice overnight flips. The best one was the Quorum Potion, surprisingly, at around 750k, but we did a few other ones for about a profit of 2.6 mil. Definitely not as good as yesterday, but still quite nice. Now for today, we have a few offers that have yet to sell off, but we're going to put in some new ones. We're going to do the Dragon Plate Body, which I do really like doing as it has a very high bind limit. We're also going to do the Brimstone Ring, which, while the limit is only 8, currently tends to have a very high margin right now. The Ring of Third Age is one of the most common Third Age pieces in the game because I think it actually has a much lower drop rate than their regular Third Age counterparts. Next up here, we're going to do the Torture Ornament Kit for around 4.6 mil. And I think for my final item, I'm going to do the Twisted Buckler, and we're going to put it in for around 5.3 mil, and we'll go ahead and do the full bind limit, and we'll be back maybe later today, but realistically probably tomorrow. Well, look at that. I actually managed to check in twice in one day. Kind of rare for me now. That being said, I am doing some daily flips, just not always worth showing. I am still in the middle of selling a few items off, but we got around 420k on the Ring of the Third Age, as well as around 600k on the Dragon Plate Body. Oh, and about 360k on the Torture Ornament Kit, giving us about a 1.5 mil profit, which isn't too bad for just being kind of a midday flip. I'm actually working on a crossbow flip, which has been working really nicely for us. I think it's a bit of a volatile item currently, but pretty regularly 150k to 200k in profit from the crossbow. Now, putting in a few other buy offers here, we're going to try for the Justiciar face guard, as well as the Cape of Skulls. Definitely some slow items here. Maybe you're going to try for something quicker after. One other thing I'm really excited about is I have a standing desk now. It's adjustable. It's great. One sec. Well, anyway, it's a fun time. I'm kind of alternating between standing and sitting. Kind of better for your body, I think. But before this, I'd already bought a desk from Costco, so my room now is just one giant desk. It's not that practical. I like to think I'm doing a bunch of business work in here, but realistically, I'm just on my computer, and I have like 3 desks that don't do anything now, but it looks really cool, and that's all that really matters. Okay, well, here's our very first big mistake of the episode. The Justiciar face guard, I ended up losing about 800k or 600k on each one of them, which means in total we lost 2.4 mil on the face guard. Kind of bad luck or bad judgment, who knows. Regardless, a pretty severe loss. However, we did actually make up for a fair bit of that just with the rest of our items. We ended up making around 900k on the Cape of Skulls and 500k on the Anguish Ornament Kit. And actually everything together, we pretty much broke even. Not great, but at least we have everything sold off, so we can go ahead and see how much money we're at. We would have been an extra 2 mil up, but we're actually up to 450 mil already. That's quite good. 20 mil up on the episode already, and it's still October 1st. That is quite exciting. I think we're doing much better than last week. Well, let's go ahead and find a few more items here and try to make even more profit than that. Okay, well, against my better judgment, I'm going to put an offer in for the Justiciar face guard again. You might be wondering why. Well, it's a really big price dip going on right now. I think we can make our money back on this item. Okay, we're going to do our first high volume item in quite a while. We're going to do the Wyvern Bones for around 2251. We're going to be doing these overnight, and they look to have around a 50 GP margin, which is pretty good. Looking to get 750k in profit on that. Alright, next up here we're doing the Effeminate Kilt, another one of my favorite items over the last couple of months. We'll go actually do 12 of them overnight. Kind of a weird amount, and I'm not sure why, because the double limit would be 16, one limit is 8. We'll just cut the difference at 12 though. Alright, next up here we have the Infinity Bottoms, which, interestingly enough, the Infinity Bottoms are now worth more than the top. I kind of thought historically it was the opposite. Not really sure if that's true. Either way, we're going to do 15 of them overnight. We're going to do the Team Cape X again. It always has a really good return on investment, getting like a 50k to 100k margin on a free-to-play item The only restriction here is the bind limit is so low at 4. All right, next up here, we're going to do the Fury Ornament Kit. Kind of the same deal, good ROI, but very minimal limit. And we'll go ahead and put in for 12 of them. We'll keep on that train with another Ornament Kit, and we'll do the Occult one this time. Again, going to do around 12 of them. And last up here, we're going to do the Burnt Page, which currently has around a 80 GP margin. And we'll just invest the rest of our money here. It looks good, and I will see you guys in the morning. Wow, we actually had a really nice overnight flip here. Everything sold off, and we managed to do all 8 offer slots, which is kind of rare to begin with here. It almost never happens that I actually get all the items I want and they all sell off. We ended up getting pretty much all of our money back on the face card. We got 2 mil in profit from that, doing another 4 of them. It's kind of hard to invest right back into an item that you lost money on, but often it's a pretty good opportunity, as in my case, the item had just dipped in price and I sold it when it was lower. But if you just go ahead and rebuy it, assuming the item isn't crashing overall, it can be a pretty good decision. We also got 1.6 mil in profit on the Infinity Robe bottom. That was our other really good flip. The other items worked out pretty nicely as well. We did the Imbued Heart for around 200k, the Wyvern Shields for around 400k, and overall we got 4.7 mil in profit, which is a really nice overnight profit to get. Okay, next up we're going to do a few items here. We're doing the Third Age Kite Shield for around 35 mil, and we're going to do 3 of them. There seems to be some really interesting price changes going on with the Third Age items. I think potentially it's the lead up to Runefest. A lot of people end up selling off a lot of their rare unnecessary items, as whenever new content is released, as you most likely will need money for it. So a lot of these items are crashing, so it's kind of risky to do it, but we'll see how it works out. Next up here, I'm going to do the Brimstone Ring. Once again, for around 5 mil-ish, a little under. Next up here, I'm going to do a full bind limit of the Eclectic Impling Jar. One of the higher limits in the game at around 18,000. Okay, we're going to do a regular price check on the Enhanced Teleport Crystal. An item that's worked really nicely for me, and right now it has a 40k margin, but an unlimited limit, essentially. We'll go ahead and do 30 of them for now. The Arim's Robe Skirt, interestingly, has a 20k margin. Not off the charts or anything, but we'll go ahead and do double the bind limit, as we're probably going to check in the morning. Okay, next up we're going to put an offer in for the Justiciar Chest Guard. Again, another item that is changing in price very quickly. We're going to we'll go for 3 of them. And last up here, I'm going to put a random offer in for the Armadyl D'hide Shield, and that is going to be it. I'm very excited to see how some of these pan out, and I'll probably come back tomorrow. Okay, I'm reasonably happy with this. Nothing outstanding, but we did make a pretty good overnight profit. The best thing we did was the Justiciar Chest Guard for around 1 mil in profit just on that item. Very happy with that one. And after that, the only other 2 really good flips were the Third Age Kite Shield, which we're not actually done selling yet, but we'll probably make 600k on, and the Enhanced Teleport Crystal, which made around 500k on. In total, a 2.5 mil profit is good. I'm happy with that. However, this week items have just been profitable, so that is kind of average as far as this week is going. Now we're checking another item on GE Tracker right now, and the GE Tracker is a sponsor of mine. It's really useful for finding these high margin items. I use it all the time. Really useful for finding flips like this, like the Anguish Ornament Kit. Pretty accurate for those ones. If you are interested, there will be a link in the description for it. Okay, so we have 3 offer slots available here still. Another thing GE Tracker is really important for is looking at the historical pricing for some of these items, especially just going back to the week view. It gives a totally different story. Often if you just look at the last 24 hours, it will look very consistent or look like a good flip. But if you bring it back a bit further, you'll realize that the item is way overpriced or the item is dropping. Just really important information to have. Okay, and then the last 2 offer slots I'm going to put in for the Gilded Pickaxe. Has around 100k margin, and the Third Age Kite Shield once again. And that will be it for today. I will check back in tomorrow. Okay, we're up to October 4th today, and we had another decent set of overnight flips, mostly high margin items, although we did get a few Third Age items in there as well, but not very good profits considering their price. For example, the Third Age Plate Legs, we got a 150k margin on, and it was a 60 mil item, so not really worth it on that one. Although I did get a consistent profit on quite a few of my items, around 400k on the Third Age Kite Shields, about 500k in the Torture Ornament Kits, and around 700k on the Anguish Ornament Kits, giving us around a 2.1 mil profit. And most importantly, everything is sold off, bringing us up to 459 mil, which means I am pretty much up 30 mil on the episode, which I'm very happy with. We still have another day or two before I'm actually going to upload this video. So I'm going to be gone for tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and put in a few offers here, but I'll be checking back in 2 days. And we may have a few different offers in by then. So don't get too attached to what I'm putting in now, because they may be gone. Alright guys, we are back. It is October the 6th. It is a Sunday, if you were interested. We had a couple flips I did on the 5th, but it ended up kind of us just breaking even. So to keep this video around 20 minutes, I'm probably going to just skip that day. Well, I already have, so it's too late. You can't do anything about it. Now, as far as last night, things went very nicely. We ended up doing a really good set combination on the Gilded Armor set. And I did double the buy-in limit, so we did 16, which netted us around 1.6 mil, but we are actually looking to get closer to 3, so it could have been even better. We also got around 700k on Mage's books. We got another 600k in the Wyvern Shield. Just quite good. It brings us up to around 3.5 mil in profit overnight. And, oh, well, that's awkward. Sometimes I'll see everything is green and assume that it's all sold, but I actually had a buy offer in for the Torture Ornament Kit. So I guess we'll go ahead and sell that off now. Well, okay, we pretty much instantly sold it by accident. That makes it easier then. Let's see how much money we're at right now. That is bringing us up to 464 mil. Alright, so we have one more night before I'm going to be uploading this video. So far, I think I'm pretty happy with this week's profit. We're already at around 35 mil, which is, I think, better than last week. And we still have one more night to try to add a little bit more onto that. 35 mil a week, that is 140 mil a month, or something like 1.5 bill every year, which is definitely higher than what we need it to be. I think as I get more money, things are getting more consistent, like I'm getting 35 mil a week more consistently, but it is possible quite easily with less money as well. Okay, so we're going to start off by putting in an offer for 16 of the Mystic Smokestaff, as well as 16 of the Staff of Light. And the Enhanced Teleport Crystal is something I like to do overnight, as they take a long time to buy and the limit is pretty high. And oh, right now that's actually a really good margin at almost 100k. Well, if 85k is almost 100k, then that is correct. And next up, we're going to do the Toadflax Potion. Has around a 70 GP margin. Very nice on that one. Anything over around 50 GP on the unfinished potions, I tend to do. Because that can be a pretty easy 1 mil profit overnight. Oh wow, look at this Crystal Tool Seed. It is crashing pretty quickly now, down to around 5,600 is what I just checked on GE Tracker currently is at. Honestly, I think a lot of items are crashing in price right now. A lot of people are just liquidating all of their unnecessary items, as well as the Crystal Tool Seed was destined to crash anyway. Alright, that's a really good margin on the Dragon Plate Body, almost 100k. And we'll go ahead and do 20 of those overnight. And that just leaves us with 2 more offers to fill in. Next up, we're going to do the Torture Ornament Kit, and we'll go ahead and do 3 times the buy-in limit. And in the very last offer slot, we're going to do the Gilded Plate Legs for around 4,200, and that will be it. We'll check back in tomorrow, and we'll see how much we made this week in total. Alright, it is the final day, and luckily everything is sold off by the time I pretty much finished editing the other clips. Okay, so we didn't actually buy too much overnight. You can see here we have 300 mil left in our inventory, which means we only managed to invest about a third of our cash stack. It's unfortunate because the margins were really good. Now, one thing that was really interesting, the Toadflax Potion, I actually put it in for 24.95, and almost all of them sold off instantly. We sold them for 49.900, and we bought it for 43.177. Oh my god, that is a huge margin on Toadflax. I didn't think it was that much. Almost 400 GP margin on each of those. That is really, really lucky. That is probably the biggest margin I've gotten on a high volume item ever. 6 mil in profit for a 40 mil investment. That is just so incredibly good. Okay, that's great. Let's check these other items here. Everything else seems kind of weak by comparison, but you can see we're getting around 300k to 400k in profit on each one of them. We got the Crystal Tool Seeds, which I'm happy I sold off because they were crashing overnight. Okay, I have the last item here. Let's see how much money we profited this week. We are at 474 mil, and we started today's episode at 431, which means we made about 43 mil, more or less. We didn't really take advantage of any crazy price changes. I think we got kind of lucky. I'll be the first one to admit it. Like, I did not expect a like 6 mil profit at the end there. But I'm very happy we got it. That brings us 3/4 of the way to 500 mil, which means I think in the next episode, we will have more or less 500 mil at least. And that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy. I really had fun making it. We got kind of lucky this week, but I'll take it. Anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around. Again, if you are enjoying the series, I would appreciate it if you took the time to leave the video a like, and I will see you next time.